Welcome to the Startempire Wire Founders Podcast, where we make entrepreneurial founders a top priority. Each episode features risk takers, business builders, community shapers, institutional and government supporters in our local startup ecosystem. Tune in weekly to hear all about what's happening with the movers and the shakers of Southern California's Inland Empire and beyond. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Founders Podcast. Today, we have Klarissa Hope from TailoredSpace in Riverside. Clarissa's going to tell us everything about what she does as a community manager of TailoredSpace in Riverside, what the co-working space is all about, and how maybe you can get involved with the co-working community. But first, we just want to find out, who are you, Klarissa? Tell us about your upbringing.
Thank you for having me. My name's Klarissa. I am the community director at TailoredSpace Riverside. I am a mom of three, and at work I wear many hats, just like I do at home. So, just try to make sure everything's functioning and going really well for our members is obviously the top priority of mine as the community director.
So how did you start with TailoredSpace? What got you involved with it?
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of the backstory of that. But actually, before we go into the backstory of how you got involved with TailoredSpace, tell us about your upbringing. Who are you?
Yeah, definitely.
Where'd you come
I was
from?
born and raised in Upland, so within the Inland Empire. I'm currently in Ontario, so super familiar with Inland Empire, and I just love, supporting businesses within it. I've been there my whole life, so I like working out of the Inland Empire as well. So I'm in Riverside. Kind of hopped around with TailoredSpace a bit. I've been with them for about 4 years. So I started my journey with them in 2019. So that was random. I came across them by chance, and I'm glad I did.
Wait, random in what way? Did you see like an ad, or like what was it?
I found them on Indeed. So just doing job searches. Yeah. And it looked just like right up my alley. I had experience with property management. And then, it's really cool because you're doing that at TailoredSpace, but then you're also building community and just maintaining all the members and just making sure everyone's happy, and just bringing that light into the office every day. I think that's one of my, the best things I love about it. So
that's cool. So building community. Tell us a little bit about, well, I know, you're a mom of three. So
yes.
You have to build a culture in your home, right? So does that carry over into TailoredSpace?
You know what? So I think being a mom of three and then just coming into TailoredSpace and just seeing other human beings, just like me, coming to work and going and just kind of rolling with it and seeing people that are just raw and real, and then being able to watch them grow in their businesses. I think that just hits close to home because I'm also, in that same position. So we just want the best for our families. And then just seeing how excited people get coming into TailoredSpace with, an idea, and then watching it grow, like watching them start as a desk membership and move up into office space is really cool. So I love it.
So in the Inland Empire, co-working spaces are few and far between.
Yeah. And
TailoredSpace is somewhat going to corner the market if no other co-working spaces pop up, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, no. And I mean, they love bringing TailoredSpace to suburban areas, just giving people the opportunity to get to the office and not have such a terrible commute, that leads to bad quality of their life. Like you're not happy, you're frustrated. And TailoredSpace wanted to come in and give the opportunity that to people, hey, like we're close to you, come on in. Even, being here at TailoredSpace, I've seen companies that will go ahead and get their employees an office if they're remote workers. And they're like, hey, you need an office? We're going to partner up with TailoredSpace. So they will actually get a membership for their employee. So it's been really cool to watch.
That's cool. So, I mean, that makes sense too. So are there companies from Orange County, other counties who rent space here in the Inland Empire for their employees?
Yeah, absolutely. From all over. So it's nice. There's even people that are based out of state, companies out of state, and they have
out of state.
Yeah, and they have remote workers near here, and so they
That's
look up
cool.
TailoredSpace and they're like, "Hey, wait a minute, there's a site close to so and so," and then yeah, they'll come on in here and use the space. So it's,
Wow.
there's something for everyone, which is really nice. The flexibility is there. Tailored Space wanted, businesses are changing.
Yes.
Being able to provide and kind of service those businesses and being able to watch them grow and do whatever they need, transform. So if they need a downgrade, they need to upgrade, we're here. It's month to month. So
Yeah.
it's really
And you've been with TailoredSpace for 4 years, so that's giving you an opportunity to see ups and downs and
absolutely
in betweens. You were
Oh, yeah.
there before the lockdowns. You were
Yes.
there during the lockdowns,
during it.
and now you're still there.
Yeah.
So, was there fluctuation? Tell us about it.
You know what? So I was very concerned for a lot of, the members with small businesses or just all of them in general. Everyone was uncertain during the lockdown, but TailoredSpace was able to stay open for our members. So they
That's
still
cool.
had their 24/7 access and people were still being able to come in and use the space as needed.
Yes.
We just sanitize more often and, we just wanted to make sure we were open so that our members had the chance to continue work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're located in the one in Riverside, right?
Yes.
Okay. And previously you had been in a few, what were the other ones again?
So I started in West Covina, which was the first one.
Okay.
And then, I opened up our Corona campus, that was really fun.
Which is right down the street from where I live.
Oh, nice.
It's,
Okay.
it's actually like two minutes away.
Yeah, no, it's super. They're all very beautiful campuses. I'd say that, they've done an outstanding job with each one. And now I'm currently in Riverside, which is super like in the heart of downtown. We're like a half mile away from the Amtrak, steps away from, the Mission Inn, which is super popular.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Festival of Lights is starting.
Festival of Lights.
Yes. So tomorrow, I think they're doing their switch on ceremony.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had totally forgot. I'm glad you mentioned it.
I think it's tomorrow. You know what? Actually, it might be Friday. I'm sorry. I have my days mixed. I think it's on Friday. Yeah.
Well, this interview will publish after the Festival of Lights switch on ceremony. It's probably going to publish a couple of weeks out here from now.
Well, now at least you know.
Well, we've been announcing it every week. I just I forgot about it because there's so much information that comes across my desk every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, it's been in the weekly Wire Roundup announcements for our Startempire Wire.
No, it's definitely something to see. It's really cool. Aside from that, the food lab is here. We have a lot, it's just such a great location for people to come in here and
walking distance.
You're so close. Yeah. I literally walk on lunch,
Yeah.
Sometimes some of us, and then I see all the members kind of like getting together and doing lunch together. And I'm like, wow, like that's what we're all about. We want to build that community and, build relationships, and just seeing that is really, really awesome.
So tell us about the hats you wear. Let's go in depth. Let's talk a little bit about all the different hats. What are the challenges that you come across? What are those?
Okay, yeah, no, definitely. So, like I said, I wear a lot of different hats. So I'm used to it though. When you're a mom, you just roll with it. You have to. You're like, oh, okay,
Right.
You're used to doing everything, putting out fires when you have to.
Yes.
But the hats here at TailoredSpace, I'm doing, I do a lot of the different outreach, marketing,
Nice.
kind of attending, events with the chamber, just getting involved and out in the community and like spreading the word. So that's part of it. And then, there's days sometimes when, you're a tech, you have to be the tech person.
Wow.
Yeah. So, just kind of troubleshooting as needed, making sure everything is working well. Keeps our members, everything in order for them and looking nice in the site. So that's, something I'm big on. I just want to make sure that everyone, whatever I promised or whatever TailoredSpace promised them, that they are receiving. So just, whatever I have to do to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
The Inland Empire startup ecosystem industry is tremendously fragmented. A few top-tier hubs, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego, are well covered by media, events, and data platforms. Finding reliable information relevant to startups or the tech industry in the Inland Empire is extremely difficult. As a result, startups can't scale fast enough. Investors are having a hard time finding the right deals, and corporates can't find the right companies to partner with for their innovation activities. Startempire Wire, the leading Inland Empire startup publication, is providing the Inland Empire startup ecosystem with the most accurate, engaging business and financial data, events, and news. Our reach of entrepreneurs, C-level executives, angels, VC investors, startup employees, key management at innovative corporates, and big tech is the solution for your B2B or B2C needs. As we build out our platform, we're looking for partners. This is your opportunity to get in on the ground level. If you're looking to align yourself with the local and growing startup and tech ecosystem of the Inland Empire, we have created the platform to get your name noticed and the opportunity for you to grow the recognition of your brand. Contact us today for availability and pricing options. We look forward to our partnership with you. What are some of the things you've learned, like through what you've been doing at TailoredSpace? Like you're fresh in about 4 years ago. You've been with TailoredSpace for 4 years.
Yeah.
You had to probably had to pick up a lot of things. What are some things that you've actually picked up while being a part of this organization?
So you know what? It's been, honestly, I love it. Obviously, every day is going to be a little different. But I think one of the main things I picked up and that I really love is just, seeing people being so inspired, coming in and, they're uncertain. They're not sure if what they're trying to create is going to work out. But, just having that faith in TailoredSpace when they come in to sign up and they're like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm going to start here and I hope to get here. Just seeing the inspiration, the motivation, and I think that keeps me going as well, because it's great. Wow, you're just surrounded in such a good environment. And that culture just feels, it feels right. The energy feels right.
Yeah.
So being a part of something like that, it may seem small, but it's no, you're part of someone's dream.
That's huge. That is
and it's huge. And it's
to
be in it and just watch it and just watch everyone just flourish. It's awesome. It keeps me excited. It keeps me loving my job. So that's the good thing. I'm it's hard. Not everyone loves their job. And I'm just I really do. I believe in it. Cool. And I believe in the members and our potential members. So, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you get to speak into people's dreams. You get to support them and watch them, build that legacy.
Yeah.
That's got to be satisfying for you.
It is. And then just watching it all pay off and all the hard work that they put in, and just knowing hey, you know what, I was able to be a part of that. I was able to help them and make them feel comfortable and, really trust TailoredSpace, because the community directors create, the environment at their campus. So I always just keep that in mind.
How would you characterize the environment and the atmosphere that you're cultivating?
You know what? So I like to think here, and based on what people have said, I'm not just, giving myself a round of applause.
Okay.
Everyone says it is very bright. It's airy. It's energetic. They're
nice.
Wow, I come in sometimes and not having the best day, and then you're there with your smile and you're all excited for us and saying good morning. And I'm yeah, well, that's what I'm here for.
That's awesome.
Having a cup of coffee with members in the morning, just remembering that we're all humans, and, I'm here for them and just here to provide a good environment.
Yeah. When a person comes into the TailoredSpace in Riverside and they experience that atmosphere, and they say, and I'm ready to sign up. What is the first step?
So honestly, it's a super easy process, and everyone's well, what should I bring? Do we do a credit check? And I'm no, just bring yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe schedule about 25 minutes. So just to kind of talk about that a little bit, we have memberships that range from a virtual membership, which essentially provides you a business address.
Okay.
And then you also get that discount on our conference rooms. And then we have desk memberships, they're not assigned. You could sit wherever you'd like. You set up, you just take your belongings with you at the end of the day. And then we have offices, private offices. They get their own key. They get to kind of make that space their own. I just wanted to kind of hit that a little bit.
No, absolutely. We need to.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's all 24/7 access from a desk and office, so you can come in whenever you need to. Now when someone comes in to sign up, it's literally, we just, I show them around. I want to make sure that, they're comfortable. It's a big decision for them. So I see if they have questions. And when they're ready, we do a membership agreement, which doesn't take long at all. And then I kind of go over the terms with them a little bit, make sure they understand everything and get them set up on our members portal, which is a really great addition, because you can sign up for auto pay on there. You can view like our calendar, see if anything's available. You can also view events. So I post anything.
So events are listed in your calendar as
well?
They
sure are. Yeah. So
cool.
They're on our members portal. And then after that, we create their accounts through our system, and then set them up with access for our doors, because those are locked at all times. And then we send out the access, and they're good to go. So as long as, we just get them running right away.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then they're like, you know what, there you go. Just tell me if you have questions.
What is the price range for all of these services and even the spaces that you guys offer?
Totally. So our offices start at $695. We do go based off of occupancy. So we have 1 to 4 person offices here at Riverside.
Okay.
Some of the campuses do vary. So I know some of the campuses may have 6 person offices or 5 person offices.
Okay.
And then our virtual is $75 a month.
Nice.
The 1 person, like I said, it starts off at $695, and then it goes all the way up to a 4 person, which is $1,450.
$1,450.
So,
okay.
Yes. And then from the desk, it's $250 a month. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And then our sites, obviously, they vary just a tad. So
say that again.
All the sites vary just a little bit, but I'm just kind of hitting on Riverside.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So different location, different prices.
Yeah, they
similar to real estate anyway,
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so internet speed, is it good?
It is. It's really good. I haven't had any complaints.
Really? What are you guys, you know what you are, like how many megabytes down, how many megabytes up?
I don't, but I encourage everyone to run the test on their device when they get here.
Yeah, go to fast.com. Fast.com will help you run that internet test.
Yeah, and that's what they do. So I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and check it out. But I haven't had any complaints. Everyone works well. There's a lot of people in the offices, and even in the common area, and it seems to connect up to everyone pretty perfectly. What's the most amount of people that gather that you've seen in office at the same time? In the office? So are we talking private offices as well, or common area? Yeah, just like maybe just say in the building, in the whole space. Okay. Yeah. I would say, on the days, it can be even like 20, 25. 25. Yeah, if they're having more of their employees in on one day, there's some people that don't come consistently, and they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a meeting, and more come. So it's exciting. It always varies. There could be 10 one day and then 30 the next. So that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So all right. So tell us about right now, as you grow the community, what are some of the things that you're focused on at this moment in growing in the community? What are some of your goals? At this moment, my goals currently are just making sure, obviously maintaining our current members, making sure everything is running perfectly for them, and just kind of managing the site overall. And I'm also really focused on building relationships in the community right now. Trying to drive, people in to see our site, because there's people, that they don't know we're here. And then when they do know we're here, they absolutely love it. So just trying to connect and spread that word about Tailored Space, because we are, again, in such a great location. You guys are an amazing location. So much to offer. And I think, getting that out as much as I can has been a top priority since I took over Riverside. How long has the Riverside Tailored Space been in the location it's in right now? So it's been here, I believe, since about 2019 as well. Really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I've been a part of the Excite incubator. So Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were there until this year.
Yeah, see, so it's like I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to bridge the gap and just make sure more people know. So I'm doing what I can just
This is great.
It's just such a great opportunity for small business owners, lawyers. We have so many different people here. It's very diverse. So it's great.
That's really cool. All right, so in the next couple of months, are you guys having any special events? Like, are you doing any special outreaches, special promotions? You got anything planned?
I am working on our mixer. So I'm doing a holiday mixer here.
Holiday mixer.
After hours. Yes.
Oh, dang. When? What time?
That is December 8th,
December 8th.
at 5 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Appetizers, drinks, just, I'm really encouraging everyone to come, bring a guest, get to meet each other, maybe utilize each other's services and just network and have a good time. So, and really just check out our space.
Very cool. All right. So typically we talk about short-term goals and long-term goals. Let's just say if you're there at TailoredSpace in the next 5 years, to 5 to 10 years, what would your goals be? Let's start at 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Yeah.
So my goals would be to have this place obviously filled up with different people and different businesses, and see everyone really enjoy each other's company when time permits.
Yeah.
So when it's business time, but I want to see like just so much more, which we already have, but just grow it, really grow the community, see everyone just hanging out, having a great time, and then going to work, back to the office when it's time to do that. So and just knowing that I have just having that consistent relationship building within the community, like I said. And then obviously we already do mixers and different member events. So just kind of seeing that take off and build a lot of traction for our site. Because again, I just want everyone to know we're here and to, get as many people in here as we can, because I think it's just such a great thing.
Have you connected with organizations in the community and created some alliances and things like that?
Yeah, no, I try to reach out to different groups within the community, whether it be nonprofits, just anything I can do to spread the word. There is a lawyer association, so I kind of have hit that a little bit too, just to show more here. And then I am very tied into the chamber, so I think they're great.
Riverside Chamber?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's super helpful. They do have, a lot of members and a lot of different events. So it's really fun to go attend those and meet new people.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So if you were there in 10 years, what would is it still the same goal?
I would say it's still the same goal, and just making sure that TailoredSpace is staying, it's still TailoredSpace and it's still their mission, and it's still, they have so much to offer. And I know the mission and everything behind it is just so great. So just staying true to that. And I hope I am with, my goal is to be with TailoredSpace forever. I do love it.
Okay.
So being a part of that, it would be awesome.
What is the mission of TailoredSpace?
You know what? So they just want to provide flexibility to different businesses, small business owners, whoever it is. They just want to provide accessibility and try to make everyone's quality of life just a little bit better. So, everybody changes. Businesses change. It can change. One thing can be great today, tomorrow it's not. So just knowing that they have TailoredSpace here, it's month to month, and you are able to grow when you need to grow. That's what they are really about.
Okay, so let's talk about one more aspect of your journey, because not everything is sunshine and rain.
Nope.
Let's talk about your growing pains as you have been the community manager. What are some things that you've had to painstakingly, learn? And what are some of those growing pains?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you're going to have those hard conversations. You just need to make sure, enforcing the rules is a big part of being the community director.
Okay.
We all know sometimes that's not super fun for us to have those hard conversations.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you have to remember, this is my job. And then hopefully the member you're communicating that to also understands that. Right. They know, she's just enforcing what needs to be done. She or he, whoever it is, having that conversation. I think just, making sure everyone is following the rules, making sure, everything's paid on time, things like that. It can be tricky sometimes, but, just staying true to the rules and regulations for sure.
That confrontation, right?
Yeah, which is never the most fun. But
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes it.
It can be interesting sometimes, to say the least.
Right. So, Klarissa, tell us where people can find you at. How can they get in, get in touch with you? What times are your availability? Are you available?
Okay, no, so I'm on site. So all the community directors for all the locations, we're all on site Monday through Friday. From 9 to 5 is our availability. And if you would like to book a tour, which I highly recommend, you can go to TailoredSpace.com, and all of our locations are listed on there. You can book a tour through there, or you can just give me a call. If you want to come check out Riverside, you can call, and we can I put you on the calendar. I highly encourage you to check it out.
What do they call? What number? What's the number?
It's 951-755-0044. And then, you know what? A lot of people love email, so you can totally just email me if you want.
What is it?
It's Klarissa@TailoredSpace.com, but it's Klarissa with a K. So it's KLARISSA@TailoredSpace.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Klarissa, I mean, we flew through that interview. That's pretty much it. Would you like to give our audience one final message? What would you like to leave them with?
Yeah, no, thank you. That was amazing, and I appreciate the opportunity. So, and then to the audience, thank you for listening. I really hope this encourages you to come in, whether, or even to take the next step and take the next jump in your dreams. You got to start somewhere. So why not start with Tailored Space?
I really appreciate you for coming on. Thank you, Klarissa, for answering that email that I sent you, or that my Kiara sent you. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you for having me again. No, I think it's really fun, and I love what you're doing, so I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another successful episode of the Founders Podcast. Get in touch with Klarissa. Find out about the Tailored Space in Riverside. There is one in Chino Hills. You can get in touch with Janina there. And then what's the other one? Is there any other one here in the Inland Empire?
Yeah.
Corona.
Corona. There is Sophie. She's fantastic.
Sophie.
All of them. So fantastic. And then we got Rancho Cucamonga, Heather. Also
Heather. Okay, I think I met Heather. I know Janina.
And then Edgar. We have Edgar. Our amazing Edgar is in Brea.
In Brea. Okay. Yes. That's is that IE? That's Orange County.
Yeah. So that's I think it's Orange County.
But it's cool. I mean, we're trying to focus on the IE, but it's all right because the other areas, are a part of it.
Yeah, and then we also have and then Irene's in West Covina, and we have Caslin in Carlsbad. So there is a place for anybody wherever.
Anybody.
Yes.
So if someone comes across this interview and they don't happen to be here in the IE, then they can go to any one of those and get connected. And
absolutely, yeah. So they can do that. So they can go wherever they need to. And then we do have more. So I'm not sure exactly where.
Are there more coming to the region, or what?
There will be more, but I'm not sure on locations yet. So stay tuned.
Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna just say this. You guys have been rapidly expanding in the region, which is great. And I think that's a smart thing because, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have many co-working spaces here in the region, and it's great to be a part of an accelerator or an incubator like Excite. I go there and work whenever I need to, but having a co-working space is something because if you're not a part of an accelerator, you need to be a part of something.
Having a co-working space with the 24/7 access, drinks, snacks, month-to-month option. I mean, it's kind of like you got it made.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
totally.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we publish this podcast twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Make sure you tune in. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't liked this video, click the like button. Also ring the bell, click the bell so you get notifications. If you don't want to watch the video, or you just, not interested in that, we're on every major podcast platform. Once again, Thank you for tuning in to the Founders Podcast. Thank you for coming on, Klarissa. We will talk to you guys later. Peace.